and we're living, loving. She's just a woman, as Led Zeppelin would say. Uh, we're not that much like sexist like Led Zeppelin, though. So keep that in mind. What we are doing, of course, is what we're doing, of course, is fixing the chat here and putting this in a split view, split tab. Now we can scroll down a bit here. Get to the live chat. Now we can make this one a little wider. So we're watching the SC game, the SC women playing the Rutgers women. Even though records aren't that different, SC at 12 and 9, Rutgers at 9 and 12. Well, once in a while I'd say this is Parasocial Plus, right? There's a lot more actual interaction between me and you than there would be in a traditionally parasocial relationship which is more one-sided, less interactive. This is like maximally parasocial. Well, looks like SC will get the team rebound here as the ball goes out of bounds off the Rutgers shot miss. Hello, Victoria. How you doing? You come to watch potato stewing? I'm not going to be stewing any potatoes today. You come to watch my flowers growing? Oh. Well, I'm not going to be watching I'm not going to be growing any flowers today either. Oh, nice. Oh, Jazzy Davidson. She did a good job. She got to the basket, took a good shot, but she missed it. I named 5 people who I think are much smarter than me. I mean, sure, there's like tons of people who are a lot smarter than me. All these people I watch on YouTube, I've just been watching this morning. I've been watching all this science stuff, like about how they came up with this particular technique they use in DNA testing and stuff like that. Like I got the Nobel Prize for that and stuff that, like I watch all these math videos of all these geniuses coming up with proofs for these math problems that have been persistent for hundreds or thousands of years. And I'm obviously not nearly as smart as any of those people. I know I don't particularly claim to be particularly smart. I'm not, smart is not a thing I'm interested in attaining because it's not useful. What I claim to be is correct. Naturally, I only make claims of correctness about things that I'm correct about. So you're not going to hear me making a lot of claims about, say, oh, I have proved Meow's conjecture in math because I'm not that smart. I can't do that kind of stuff. It is the case that the people who are correct about these complicated math things are both correct and very smart. But you don't have to be smart to be correct. You just have to be correct. You'll be participating in something, whether it's potato stewing, flower growing, bird watching, any of those possibilities may occur, but I give off an intelligent vibe. Well, yeah, I mean, it is true that different people are more or less effective at sounding smart, but I don't put a lot of faith in sounding smart. My name is not Dumbledore. I have no wizarding powers. My beard's not nearly long enough either. So this game I'm watching right now is on Big Ten Plus, which is a channel I have to pay extra for, but I want it because USC plays in the Big Ten. And it's interesting watching games on this because they're broadcast by student broadcasters, and there's no commercials or anything during the downtime. They just have this camera showing the court with whatever's going on in the court, and there's no commentary or anything. It's just the sounds of the court. It's pretty neat watching a game like that. It makes you feel like you're actually at the game, because when you're actually at the game during commercial time, you just sit there and look at the court. Are you good at sports? No, I was never very good at sports. I was okay pickup basketball player against, mediocre community level competition. Dumbledore is an ENFJ. Maybe he is. I don't know. Never thought to type him. Well, Rutgers is up 9-5 now, so we're getting off to a bit of a rough start here. Is debate a sport? Well, yeah. If you consider debate a sport, I was very good at debate. I'd say I was an even better coach than I was a competitor, though. But I'm assuming you meant like athletic style sports. And in that regard, no, I was not very good at those. In theory, I maybe had some potential, but I was never, I didn't like to work out or anything. Hello there, WYZ. Ha ba 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 ha. Made it for the smoke. Yes, you did, Dr. Red Taco. I just like watching sports. Yeah, I do like watching sports. I think sports are a beautiful thing of humanity that is, it's the most authentic kind of drama we have, really. And, uh, it brings out some just beautifully strong emotions that don't really matter. People get all excited or they get all bummed out, but it doesn't really matter because it's just a sports game. And you see in sports things you never seen before. It's always part of the drama too. Like I was watching videos this morning about this guy named his last name's Ruth, spelled like Routh or something. He's a kid from Australia, 16 years old, and he broke the world record for under 18 for the mile at 3:48 something. That's a pretty fast mile. And part of the satisfaction of sports is watching content of people who are really into that sport, and you know then trying to put it in context and show how amazing it is or what have you. It makes for entertaining content. You're number one, WYZ. Congratulations. That makes you the winner. So here in the USC game, we're down at the moment, but we've got a pretty strong team. We beat Iowa the other night. Hello, Russia. What you knowing? Zapoba, six Athawaka, Omnaheb, you too. Oh, what's up, McFlurry? Add me on Grinder. No, thank you. I'll pass. Sam Ruth, yeah. Ruthe. Favorite sport to watch? I do like baseball a lot. Um, I really enjoy the baseball season because baseball is a sport that you can kind of settle in and watch game after game, especially if your team is doing okay. I don't know. It's an odd sport. You have this unique relationship with baseball and statistics and keeping track of how your various favorite players are doing and so forth. And baseball's fun, but it's not like I don't know. Each of the sports has its own unique, joy to it. I really last season's college women's basketball team, the USC women's basketball team, that was one of my favorite teams ever. Unfortunately, some of my favorite players from it transferred, but Trump's in the Epstein files over 20,000 times. Well, that doesn't surprise me. I do play fantasy baseball, but it takes a little bit more dedication than I have, I think, to do well in fantasy baseball. Well, now we're down 11 to 5. But you know who's not down? Rachel. She's up. Bo Nimar Otua in Sabiha Amneb. Well, Bo Nimar Otua in Sabiha Amneb T2. Two best sport events coming up. NCAA basketball tournament is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I love it every year. Oh, nice job. Now it is 11 to 10. Okay, well, you're just being provocative needlessly, Johnny Wiener. Nobody likes that. Who knows what's going to happen? I should go back to Europe where they came from. Good stuff. I do have a little bit of potentially bad news for you. Namely, I have to pee. So I'm going to have to leave you looking at something here for a minute or two while I go pee. Hi, Jordan Rock Evans. How's it going? No, Tony Rock, you cannot. There's no cat here right now. I don't know where the cats are. Normally, we'd have a cat in the room. That's true. But I tell you what, I could leave you with a view of this book. Yes, that's right. It's the Growing Pains book. What, you didn't know there was a Growing Pains book? I didn't either. Is there anything more Gen X than putting that book up there? I don't think so. It's not as Gen X as you get. Well, the score is 12-13 now. Rutgers still has the lead, but what do you mean about the book? It's just a book based on the characters from the show. I started to read a little bit of it. It was terrible, so I didn't read much more than that. She's not brand new. It's true. Tony Rock. Rutgers up by 3 now. Has the ball. Takes a 3-point shot and misses it. We grab the rebound. This is at USC at the Galen Center. Is he being followed by her? Well, maybe you're following her. And there is a video of Victoria getting typed. It's true. Oh, she misses the rim. Oh, it's the end of the quarter. Doesn't matter. That's why she threw it up. All right. I do have a little bit of time saved up. The algorithm knows best, okay? Don't question the algorithm. I mean, it's not almost that, but I'm pretty sure there is no way to like follow around somebody on YouTube like that. Oh, we missed a 3. We did get the rebound. Nice job. Now Samuels takes the 3 and buries it. Good job, Samuels. Samuels is a little spark plug. She's short, like, I don't know, 5'2" or something, but she's a good basketball player. Oh, USC ball. What's your favorite dinner to cook? My favorite dinner to cook, well, it would probably be something like rice and whatever. Rice and chicken, rice and sausage, rice and broccoli. What's my favorite math? Geometry. You ever just sit in your truck? I don't have a truck. Right now, I'm driving the neighbor's Subaru because my car is broken and I'm working on getting a new car. What do I usually like to put on my toast? Butter. Do I put butter on my rice? I put soy sauce on my rice. No, I don't sit in the Subaru very much because it's not a it's not my car and it's not a very pleasant car to drive around in. It's got a crack in the windshield and so forth. I've had this ongoing car saga that's lasted since the beginning of December, where involving me trying to get my car fixed and now getting a different car, and it's taking a long time because of reasons. Super annoying. What's your favorite season of the year or favorite month? Um, I mean, I would say I like winter in the sense that I I like it when there's snow on the ground around here. But this winter we're having a very warm winter and there's not really been any snow yet. Although sometimes you get a late snow, I was talking to a neighbor about it. He was saying how in past years sometimes they get a lot of snow in April, for example. We haven't been here that long, but one expects the majority of snowy weather to happen during January and February. I am looking forward to the Winter Olympics. Do you know Sabaru Natsuki from regarding zero, yeah. Why do you have 4 in your name? YouTube just puts that sometimes. Three-pointer for USC off the mark. Rebound grabbed by somebody inside. What's that girl's name? Iwukachu or something? I can't see her name because it's got, yeah, that's the devil's lettuce. It is. Well, so is this. Rachel got out a new jar, but there's still some in this bag. But thank you for reminding me to pull a couple bong rips. You were born at 4:44 a.m., huh? Ostentious? Is that the word? Oh, she missed the free throw. Perhaps. Uh, portentous? Nice job. She missed both free throws. We got the rebound and got 2 points. We're now up by 2, 17-15. So you are one of those cool grandpas. I'm not a grandpa, but I might be someday. I do have a daughter, and she might have a kid. Who knows? If she doesn't, I'm cool with it. That seems like both in poor taste and possibly illegal. It seems like you're incentivizing somebody taking action, you know? Iwu Chuchu, you're rooting for her to get pregnant for me? Well, she does have a live-in boyfriend who it seems like she will eventually marry. It seems like a good guy. I'm pretty pleased with her choice. He's a smart guy. I wish I could type in, but I'm not like it. It would be cool to have a grandchild, sure, but it's also the case that I'd be fine with it if I don't. Well, Rutgers has the lead again. There's this one girl on the team who who always brings a smile to my face because she's always so happy. And she sits on the bench. She never sees any game time at all. Her name's Ryan Forestia. But she's always having such an amazing time on the bench. It, you can't help but bring a smile to your face to just see her smiling so much. And she seems to be pretty tight with Juju Watkins. She's always sitting next to her because she's on the bench this year because she's injured. Hello, Matarazzi Sound. Hello, Serbia. Nice to have you in the house. Today we're watching a women's basketball game. It's the USC Women of Troy versus the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. I guess they're. I don't know. I seem like the dude who used to be in an elite fighter squad. No, I was never in any kind of such thing. I was by career a debate coach. And, you know, I'll start working again here relatively soon, I imagine. Having been out of the mix for a while, professionally or just even job wise. I'm just planning to get kind of a regular job. But anyhow, I served in no wars, never served in the military. Jazzy misses a 3-pointer. USC gets the rebound, puts it up, draws the foul. 19-19 is the score. So, if we win this game, it won't have been pretty at all. We've not been shooting the ball well, but still tied here with 5.5 minutes left in the first half / the second quarter. Kara Dunn at the line. That's a point. She's got super long hair. Her hair goes all the way down to the bottom of her butt. Do you play any video games? I used to play Madden / college football. I have a PS5 that I have 2024, I think. 2020, yeah, I think 2024 college football game. The first year they came back out with it, I think. And I had played that years ago. When I was younger, I used to play SimCity 2000 a long time ago, like when I was in college. I liked that game a lot. I played a lot of video games when I was a kid on the Apple IIe, but these days I don't. My first console was an Apple IIe. I didn't really get into console games. I had friends who had Atari and stuff, and I played it there. But nice job, Jazzy Davidson. Nice job. You played that when you were 5. Yeah, I played it when I was like 20. SimCity 2000 specifically was the best one. Lifetime listener says it's sauce time. I'm not having any soy sauce today, lifetime listener, but thank you for the suggestion. All right, now it's 23-19 in favor of USC. 2000 in my grandma's house. Am I a Dungeons and Dragons nerd? I did play Dungeons and Dragons when I was a kid. I did. I didn't so much play it as a teenager, though. But I did always like those kinds of games on the computer, too, like Ultima and Bard's Tale and it's called like Dagger's Fall or something like that. Nirvana, of course. Pearl Jam is terrible. Nirvana's not fantastic, but they are like iconic, and you remember those songs forever and so forth. I did try that game, I believe, and didn't ultimately like it. Or at least some incarnation of that game. I don't know if it was that one. So, like, this is what I'm talking about. In the commercial times, they just have the sound of the court. What's going on in the basketball court. Did I ever study karate? I did take judo. I did take judo for a little while. I was okay at judo, but I never really got into it. Nowadays, in the modern era, Rachel and I, there's a couple of old games that we like to play sometimes. We'll play a game called Paperboy, or the second one, which you can be Paper Girl if you want. And then we play Road Rash. And those games are pretty fun. Rachel's better at both of them than I am, but she's a video game player. It's not spelled like that, Race Lever. Okay, it's spelled with a U. Xbox 360 was trash. I never got an Xbox. I always got PlayStation. Oh, nice. Wow, good defense. Samuels grabs the rebound, drives the length of the court, tries that up and under layup, but misses it. Gets the ball underneath to Iwu Kichuku or whatever. No, that's Williams. Okay, my bad. Yeah, it is Sleepy Week, Victoria Q. You're right about that for sure. But it's really kind of rested week, which is to say, I'm not I'm not sleepy particularly, but I'm I'm just kind of my normal self, I guess. Maybe not all the way back to my normal self, but relatively close. 3-pointer put up last second on the shot clock by Rutgers, and then we get fouled going for the rebound. It's Smith, Kennedy Smith, you know. So I have not been as excited by this team this year as I was by last year's team, but we're showing signs of life here. We beat Purdue, then we lost 2 games. Then yesterday we beat, not yesterday, but recently we beat Iowa, the eighth ranked Iowa team. If we can go on a little bit of a run, then we can still make the tournament. How do you know what your normal self is? Well, what I mean by normal self is a self that's not recovering from Adderall nor on Adderall. Kennedy Smith makes the free throw. We've stretched the lead now. It's 27-19, so we're doing a great job. Good job, team. Oh, Kennedy Smith misses the second free throw. It's in the game. Well, somehow we got the ball back when I looked away for a second. Williams, or is that Smith? No, that's Williams. Williams makes the basket. Now it's a 10-point lead. And there's, what's her name? Looking super happy. What's the highest amount of calories I've consumed in one day? I don't know, a lot at some point. Never tell them your team dropped the ball. Well, my team doesn't always not drop the ball, though. Sometimes it does. But I'm pleased by the play of Williams. Strange I don't remember her from earlier in the season. It maybe because Iwu Chuku or whatever their name is got injured against Iowa. Nintendo NES, Donkey Kong, and Duck Hunt are legendary. But wouldn't the after effects from Adderall last for a long time after past the physical recovery time? No, I mean the after effects of Adderall are really the same thing as a sleep deficit. So once you recover the sleep deficit, you recover dopamine when you sleep, and accordingly, when you're all caught up on sleep, then you're back to normal. And I can feel like I still have a little bit of residual sleep deficit slash dopamine deficit, uh, but I can tell when it's like fully back to normal. I start having what you might call naturally bad sleep at that point. So yeah, it's not the case that when you remove some kind of mind altering substance from the equation for some stretch of time that you never go back to a normal self. That's just not the case. You ever play basketball seriously? No, I never did play it. Well, I mean, I played it seriously in terms of pickup. I played it, if you mean frequency of playing it, there were stretches of time when I played every day. But did I ever play it seriously while it was just pickup basketball? I never played on an organized team. Oh, come on, Williams. Well, I do mushrooms fairly often. Uh, I like to do them with Adderall though, because the Adderall um, helps to prevent some of the negative body stuff that one experiences with mushrooms sometimes. Well, I mean, my cycle with Adderall is basically 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off. So, and the thing is, 2 weeks on doesn't mean I'm getting no sleep, that I'm on it 24 hours a day, except in the sense that it's got a it lasts a while. I would say I still feel it in my system a little past 24 hours after taking the last dose of it. Nice job, Samuels. Samuels weaves her way through a pressing Rutgers defense and gets it the ball into the offensive half of the court, where Jazzy Davidson, I guess, stepped out of bounds. You can't spell meth without me. You can spell it without me these days. There was a time. There was a time. Um, I mean, my relationship with Adderall is it has its own biorhythm to it for sure, and that is a significant factor in how I feel at any given moment.
I wonder what our biorhythms are linked up to. Like, what's the highest today?
Oh, I mean, I don't know, but if your if your goal is to simply condemn the behavior, then I think you're gonna find adequate cause to condemn it.
What?
Like, sure, it's it's got its own unique set of benefits and harms. It's a way to live. It's not one I'd advocate for others. Nice job, Yazzie Davidson. Way to get that turnover. Oh, that girl can't shoot for shit, that Williams girl. For some reason, I'm imagining Eric's biorhythm as a background beat to a Tupac song. It's also the case that I question the sustainability of that pattern myself a lot. This past crash was really quite mild, though. Well, I mean, if I want to reach a normal state. Okay, so your whole point here is to take exception with my claim that I'm normal. I mean, that's not necessarily a goal, right? It's just a space between high and low. So I'm not sure what your advocacy here is. Why, and even more, I'm not sure why you'd have an advocacy for how I'm living my life with drugs. Well, I repeat my point that normal is just a space between high and low. The midpoint. The midpoint between high and low. What really made me question the longevity of this behavior was in recent months I had horrible Adderall crashes where I'd feel super depressed or super anxious. And I was just thinking, like, this is definitely not worth it because it also, on a practical level, it's not like it makes me actually more productive. It it makes me tweak out on whatever for some stretch of time, and woo, party time, and then I am just tweaking out on watching TV, same as always, and then I feel all bad and like what a waste of time and energy or something. So I mean, I have a very conflicted relationship with it, and my relationship with it is different now than it used to be. I think I used to do. Uh, Show me you and your questions.
I know.
Yeah, I've been doing this for a long time, and I'm not sure if it's. I'm not sure if it's any. I mean, it's definitely worse. My relationship with it has fewer benefits and more harms than it used to. Which animal has the most unprocessed shadow functions? I've always wondered. I don't even know what that means. So, you know, it's something I continue to wrestle with. I think if I actually could consume it differently in some way, probably consume substantially less of it, that maybe I could find some kind of equilibrium, but I don't really know. Black Panther, they incorporated the shadow right into their design. I've got a kitty at my feet. Can you see him? Yeah, you can. There he is, sitting there in the way, being underfoot. So I expect we'll live stream to the end of this basketball game. Then Rachel and I'll go to Boot Jack, get cigarettes. And sometimes it's hard to tell exactly why you feel a certain way too. Like I feel a little bit blue today, but I'm not really sure why in particular.
You don't think it could be part of the dopamine crash?
Yeah, it still could be for sure. Yeah, I mean it takes a while to recover. And
Yeah.
it's only been like a week.
Okay, so this is clearly the dance team, right? Like, that's the dance team.
This is the dance team. Those are
Yeah.
not the cheerleaders.
Not the cheerleaders. They do not have pom-poms.
There's no pom poms, and they're clearly doing a synchronized dance. It's basically synchronized swimming on land.
Yeah. Yeah.
um, you can tell I feel a bit grumpy today. Yeah, I wouldn't say I even feel grumpy. like I don't feel prone to frustration or anger, which I associate with the term grumpy. I just feel a little blue and a little, underwhelmed by myself. There's some amount of, oh, come on, Eric. After going straight edge, I don't get emotionally affected by things too much anymore. Small blues go away fast. Yeah, well, I'm sure that's one of the advantages.
I don't like being straight edge.
Yeah, I know. Me neither. Me neither. So, you know, I don't doubt that there are advantages and that it's working great for you and so forth, but it's not my thing. I seem a bit off today. Yeah, possibly. I guess you could also say I seem a little bit numb today, which I think would be accurate. I haven't looked into it at all. This stuff is depressing to me. Hello, Poland. Which one of the seven dwarves am I? I'm regular. Regular dwarf. Is that one of the seven dwarves? At this point, I think it's just me and one Spanish guy from California that isn't in the files. I'm not in them, pleased to say. INFPs are impossible. They do exist. If you're doubting whether they exist, they do exist. What the hell is an INFP? It's a personality type that pays attention first to what's important to them and secondly to possibilities, like making ideas. It's impossible to deal with them. While you're trying to get them to do something, you may have a little trouble with that. He's not as honest as I thought he would be. Who's not as honest as you thought he would be? This guy? What's that noise? You hear it? I don't know what that noise is. I've got a big box here that contained Rachel's new laundry basket. Now I've got to break it down. Is anyone as honest as you thought they'd be? I'd like to think that I'm pretty honest. I'm about as honest as I thought I'd be. Is the game back on yet? It's still halftime. Can you see? Yes, the game is not quite back on. They're just showing pictures of the crowd, pictures of the band. It's not so much that he lied to my face, it's more like he omitted something and I caught him doing it and then he later confessed to it. It's the small things. Well, I think any breach of trust early in a relationship is a good lesson, a good reason to end it, at least. Address it, don't let it go unanswered. He's a Gemini. I don't know his exact date, though. What is that truck doing? And why is it making that horrible noise? The Grammys are on tonight. Finally. Said no one ever. Well, that noise is still going. I have no idea where it's coming from. I think it might come from down here, though. Let's see. It's so hard to tell where sounds are coming from in these mountains. The sounds bounce off hills and such, and it's definitely louder over here, though. Come from over there, I think. Over there. That is another sound. Well, it's Sunday. Not shocking that it'd be loud, I guess. Oh, that other sound is just the dryer. Oh, the sound stopped. Well, no, it's back again. It stopped again. Well, that's good. It's good that the sound stopped. Am I enjoying mushrooms? No, I'm not. I would take acid probably if I felt confident that it were. I knew how strong it was, etc. Okay. Outcome of this game is predetermined. Rutgers 1-9 in the Big Ten.
We're going to Merced tomorrow. I'm gonna cash these then. You wanna join me?
No thanks.
You think it's okay?
Yeah, you do what you want.
I feel like kind of like
If you want to eat all this, then eat all this.
yeah, I feel a little like party time.
And that's
I'm sorry that sometimes I feel party time when like it doesn't sync up with you.
oh, it's fine. I just don't want to eat edibles because I don't want to have a bad experience.
Oh, that's right.
Edibles can sometimes give me anxiety, so I don't really eat them anymore. No, it wasn't a siren. It was some high-pitched whine of some kind. I'm not really sure what it's from. Here's some more food for you, you voracious beast. Next time, well, I mean, this was a really good deal, but it's kind of better to get the smaller bag. That one's kind of difficult to handle when it's full. That reminded me, I'm so sick and tired of Photoshop. Is that a lyric? Oh yeah, okay, right. That's
I just didn't want to write the rest of the ass.
Right, sure. Yes, you're a good boy. A good boy. They're fussy creatures. The cat seems cool, though. This cat is a fussy creature. He wants me to watch him eat and pet him. He feels as though I'm preventing predators or other interlopers from coming and getting his food. Or I guess coming and getting him while he's eating. I'm going with Cameron's theory, which is that the reason he wants us to watch him eat is because when he's chewing these crunchy things, he can't hear if predators are coming. I don't have any way to determine if that's actually correct, but it makes sense. There's one way that you can test it a little bit is, well, does he eat food that's not crunchy by himself? He doesn't really like wet food very much. But certainly he'll eat tuna by himself. Race Lever says, Eric, if you can read this, you're definitely tripping because I didn't write anything. I don't believe you, Race Lever. Neither the real you nor the hallucinated you. Today's February 1st.
Tomorrow's Groundhog's Day.
Tomorrow's Groundhog's Day. Cat Whisperer can tell you if you're correct or not. Maybe. You're a good boy with many good ways. Okay, that's enough cat watching. If he doesn't feel safe at this point, then he's never going to feel safe.
That's true. I was telling my mom though, he's gonna have to get used to my style of watching him. Cause like yesterday he was like he was like, meow, I want to watch eat, so I went. And then he didn't want me to eat, so he wanted to go in with you while you were napping, and it was just.
Yeah, he can be a fussy bussy.
That's a good term for him.
34-25, 7:22 left in the third quarter. USC plays good defense, gets the rebound, then loses it. All right. Still playing defense. And Rutgers puts 2 on the board, 7-point game. USC with the ball. Jazzy Davidson gets fouled. See you later, Race Lever. I'm going to start crying mints. Going to become known as the minty guy. Oh, carrying mints. Makes more sense than crying mints. Oh, show media. I'm not in a particularly performative mood today.
When do we do that often?
We have in the past. SC up by 10 points. And Rutgers with the ball.
Show me what me and Eric's birthdays tell. Like, what do they say about us? Is it a match?
116.85 and 427.71. Yow. No good. Can we get paranormal instead of parasocial?
Well, I agree.
We tried to get paranormal the other night, but we didn't see any UFOs.
Oh yeah. We did see the space station fly over, which was cool.
Yeah, we did see the International Space Station. Oh, she's a real fall down felly. Rachel and I watched it for the second time. This video about this crazy guy. His name was something Wildman.
Yeah.
Something A. Wildman. And he was really an advocate of corporal punishment. He owned a company called Corpon that sold canes and other things to beat school children with. This was like back in the 40s and 50s, right? And he was just this crazily invested advocate in the thing. Was always sending out pamphlets to schools and holding talks advocating in favor of it. He went around London. This was in England. He went around London with a sign that said, spare the birch, increase crime. And anyhow.
You hungry?
Not really.
Okay.
I could probably eat something though. What are you making?
I was gonna make something frozen, but I can make you a cup of noodles or something.
I'll go for something frozen too.
Okay.
Just maybe whatever.
Okay.
So anyway, then one day this headmaster invited him to give a talk at his school and invited reporters and stuff. And then after the guy gave his talk, the children in the audience all pulled him down off of the stage and held him down and spanked him with one of his canes that he was advocating the use of. And of course, the whole thing, it turned out, had been set up by the headmaster of the school, who said, if he wants to sue us for damages, he should sue us for doing to him exactly the same thing he was in the process of advocating for children. And he never sued or anything. But he was quite as the Dinosaur Adventure guy said, he was quite the 50s era Disney villain. He looked the part. He had this long pipe that he smoked and everything. He was always posing with his canes and for pictures, and it was crazy. We have a tradition: if you hang a scarf out tonight, the ghost of St. Bridget comes and blesses the scarf. Then, if you wear said blessed scarf, you don't get colds or sore throats. Famous hairline often covered. Not sure what that means. Talking about my hairline? Do I support space tourism? I have no opinion on the matter. I neither support nor oppose space tourism. Bridget Scarf Garlic Scented. Okay. Fly Guy is against space tourism. Why are you against it, Fly Guy? Are you also against Earth tourism? I oppose all tourism. No, I don't really. You oppose Antarctic tourism? Okay, I guess. There are plenty of places that I think it's good to keep people out of and preserve their natural natureness. But I'm not sure if space is one of them. Like, is it really important to keep space clean? You can reach out the perfect relationship. The perfect boring relationship, lol, that isn't boring to you. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, it's not boring to us. It's just a good relationship. We shouldn't even let China and India put their crap up there. Yeah, China and India, quit putting your crap in space. Nobody wants your Chinese Indian space crap. Uh-oh. The chat disconnected. Now reconnected. Do I like salt and vinegar chips? I do. A Kessler syndrome would stop all space activity forever. Underground tourism. I like it. That already exists, of course. Kessler syndrome, a theoretical runaway chain reaction of space debris collisions in low orbit. Ah, that'd be exciting.
Okay, so I was looking at the calendar and like I really like it. It has like even Super Bowl on there. Like that's cool. Like has the phases of the moon and it has like basically like every holiday. But I noticed that Valentine's Day is on a Saturday.
Which Saturday?
Next Saturday.
This upcoming Saturday.
Yeah, this upcoming Saturday. Could we get pizza?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so Saturday the 7th.
No, I'm wrong then. It's the
Is
following.
the 14th?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But being on a Saturday, I feel like, if we were to go somewhere, we'd have to make reservations and like, I don't know, if we can keep it here. Like, I would like to have some pizza.
That sounds good. There is a cave in the national park system that has a hotel down deep inside of it. That you can book a room and stay in the cave.
We kind of had a cave space in when we went to Madonna Inn.
Yeah. That was, however, above ground.
That was, yeah.
I do think that Kessler, whatever it's called, Kessler reaction, was it? That's an interesting idea. That might happen. You know, you could have a bunch of space junk start colliding into each other. I'd also say that it's conceivable that asteroids or something could collide with things in space and trigger that kind of a thing. Then no space for anyone. Well, then you just got to start over again.
No man in the moon. No more man in the moon.
Will people start new laws on the moon or on Mars and defend them against invaders that try to follow? I don't think so. I don't think people are going to live on the moon anytime soon. I've been in a cave so big it has an elevator. Biggest mapped cave in U.S. Mammoth. First people set up defenses on an off-Earth body will defend it against other humans coming from Earth, I think. I mean, but they'll have a continual need for resources from Earth. They're never going to get to be self-sufficient on the moon. Like people tried that here on Earth, and it didn't work. Like they set it all up with everything to mimic the natural environment, have all these plants to do the oxygen. It's called biosphere or something. And it just didn't work. They couldn't generate enough oxygen like that. And that was on Earth, where they have like optimal sun conditions. It's a really interesting project, though. The whole facility had a big, what they called a lung. Actually, they had two of them that were essentially bladders that went up and down with the changing pressure inside the place because the temperature change between night and day caused a substantial enough pressure change that if they didn't have that, it would have blown out all the windows. Jazzy Davidson gets the ball stolen from her. It's 45 to 29 in favor of the Trojans. Scarlet Knights have the ball. I mean, INFJ work well with an ISFP, like at work, you mean? Um,
INFJs benefit from ISFPs, but that means that like the INFJ won't be heard by the ISFP.
well, romantically, probably not. It's a pretty unequal relationship. But you know, half of that stuff is particularist too, so it's not all determined by type.
Right, like my mom and dad being duals and not lasting.
Yeah, and my mom and dad being whatever that is, ISFJ.
Supervisor, supervisee.
Yeah, supervisor, supervisee, and they lasted 60 years or something.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, I don't know. Like, I guess it depends on like temperament too. Like, your mom seems super easygoing.
Well, she was actually quite good at establishing her boundaries and stuff, you know. And my dad was very good at respecting those.
Mm.
Yeah, my dad could be a little bit overbearing, but my mom wasn't overbearing.
I'm sorry. What I thought
I'd
you
say
were
my
talking.
dad could be a little overbearing, but my mom wasn't overborn.
What does that mean?
Well, it's like the past participle form of overbearing, right?
Yeah, yeah. Your mom just seemed to like.
She had a good handle on him.
And she seemed to do her own thing. Like, yes, maybe she like she went to all the games with him, right? Maybe she wouldn't choose that for herself, but she made do by like
She'd grade papers.
Yeah, grade papers. Yeah.
At the game, which she
Yeah.
had to do anyway. So she didn't hate that opportunity to get that work done.
Right.
They both had excellent work ethic, something that they seem to have not passed on to their son very much.
Well, maybe you.
I mean, I do a good job at work when I have a job. You know, I'm a hard worker. INTJ ISTP is, I forget what that one's called.
It's beneficial.
Benefactor.
Yeah,
Okay.
benefactor. ISTP benefits INTJ.
Well, you know, it's like there are a lot of things outside of typology that are important in a relationship, whether it's healthy and good and lasting, things that are not related to cognitive functions at all.
Right, like my mom was type A. This is where like Enneagram comes into mind for me. Like she was so like, you know, plan, do goals, do stuff, like be optimally yourself. And my dad was very much like, I want to sit and feel and experience, and I want to talk about it.
You know, Fly Guy makes a good point here. He says, that's what I think. And I think you should be careful about looking into reasons why you're not compatible with somebody because you will find them. I agree with that.
Yeah, because I do that. I do that myself.
This team has got girls with names on it that I cannot begin to pronounce.
Rutgers?
No, the USC team
Oh,
this
yeah.
year. Like, what is this blonde girl's last name? She's from like Ukraine or something. Like, her name is a million letters long. But those free online tests, just for the record, are not very reliable. When I do type people, it takes me an hour of talking to them, asking a bunch of questions. You can look at one of the typing sessions I've done on the channel. But anyway, it's a process. Kira Dunn, is that who shot that? Nice. Rebound Samuels. Thank you, darling.
You're welcome.
So it looks like today surprises me with chicken parmigiani. A trip to the country of Italy and the flavors of old Europe. I really have no idea, Tony Rock. I can't tell from the chat. I've had plenty of examples where I've typed people that I've engaged with in the chat for quite some time and been wildly wrong about their type. It's a bold statement, show media. You think chicken parm is the most overrated Italian dish? Even more overrated than spaghetti and meatballs? This chicken parm, though, I must say, is excellent. Budget does an amazing job of getting the chicken all tender and perfect. This relationship that we're having right now, Casey Jones, is parasocial. Like, more more technically, a parasocial relationship would be one you have with a YouTuber that you don't actually engage with directly like this. Like my relationship with Dime Store Adventures is parasocial. He makes content. I uh, I watch it and leave comments on it sometimes, and he might heart those comments. That's like the extent of our interaction. That's parasocial in the traditional sense.
Oh yeah, us and Johnny.
Hmm. That's parasocial.
Yeah, because
This
but
is
at least he actually responds. It is parasocial.
this is a little bit more than just regular parasocial. That's why I said parasocial plus.
I basically have a parasocial relationship with everyone in Hollywood.
Yeah. So I'm a dirty sheep shagger. I mean, I definitely don't shag any sheep.
Phew, that was something I was worried about.
Hmm. I don't even have any sheep. You like the Marie Callender's TV dinners? Those are very good.
Yeah, they
We
are.
like them too.
Yeah.
I think we've both been saving the last Marie Callender's dinner for each other.
We really have. It's the raviolis.
Yeah,
I haven't had the raviolis yet. Are they good?
I don't know. I haven't had it either, but I saved them for you because you like ravioli so
Oh,
much.
and I saved them for you because I knew that was like the best one.
I already ate the chicken part of it, Rahul T. Hmm. Sursa is Tom. I think you got the wrong YouTuber. Score is now 52-31. So that's good. Hmm. Well, tarnished meat forks. Well, yeah, you might be those things. Might be one of those things. Accused like it was a crime. Who got accused? Alright, I guess I'm gonna go get another cup of coffee. Even though we're way up in this game, we'll ride it out to the end of the game before we go to the store. And I can see myself making an early night of it. Or taking an evening nap. Possibility. Evening nap. A nap beginning somewhere around you're not a psychopath or a schizophrenic. No, personality type doesn't have anything to do with that stuff. Personality type is an explication of normal psychology. Abnormal psychology may express via cognitive functions or may not. I think I'm INFJ. Well, you and everybody else. I had a former student who was an ENTJ. She was a girl.
Yeah, my cousin Caroline is a girl and she's an ENTJ.
Rachel's cousin Caroline is a girl ENTJ.
I had a therapist who was a girl ENTJ.
There you go. I know a boy ENTJ though as well. Bailey, Cameron's brother. I think I'm HUNGRY. It's not easy to be so cheesy.
But it is rare. It is definitely rare for like.
Yeah, they're rare. NTJs in general are rare.
Yeah.
Big box that I need to cut up because it's a big box. Do big box. Do big box. And I need to cut it up. It's a big box. Oh goodness. What horrible nonsense the neighbor's listening to now. I prefer the sound of the saw from down the street. Oh God. Oh God. The horribleness of this music. 62 to 31. We got a 31-point lead. That's what I like to see. This is a USC women's team that's really, I think, underperformed this year so far. But uh yeah, that doesn't really happen though, Tony Rock. Oh God. Why? Why do I have to listen to this? You're in a parasocial relationship with your butt? Because your butt's such a big star, you can only engage with him in the comments of his YouTube section. Oh God. Oh God. You know what would be the worst is if somehow not only am I forced to listen to this, but it gets me copyrighted or something. It's ridiculous, isn't it? It's not really that loud, it's just right across the street, so it's hard to not hear it. You might be actually an INXJ. Well, good, Tony Rock. It reminds me of the episode of South Park where Oprah's Minge and Asshole are criminals and argue with each other. Yeah. Casey Jones identifies with ketchup. Oh, God. What can I do about this horrible music? I have to keep talking to make sure I don't get copyrighted or something like that, you know? That'd be the worst, is to get copyrighted on horrible music you totally didn't want to listen to. Oh. Ugh. Well, I guess it's time to go back inside. I didn't get to even smoke that whole cigarette, but that's fine. Oh my God. Get me away from this as quickly as possible. Oh God. Wow. They always listen to bad music. That was
Oh no.
just horrible.
Oh, I'm so glad that Jared thinks it's horrible too.
Yeah. Eric and Rachel, how cute is this? On a scale of 1 to very cute. Let's see. That can't be real, is it?
It could be.
A capybara riding on an armadillo?
Is it real? I mean, it does show like marks on the water from the car. I bet you it is real. Is it real? We gotta know.
It's gotta be fake.
Are you sure? I mean,
Look
there
at the
are
way
crocodiles.
look at the way the like lights moving on his fur and stuff. It seems fake to me. Look at here at the end where you see the light moving across his fur. Right there, see?
Yeah.
Seems fake to me.
I don't know. And I hate that, like, we have to guess now. I think it's real. Because there's watermarks on the car window.
I mean, doesn't this seem like the kind of thing AI would make?
I don't know. Let's ask Show Media.
Let's see. Well, she was very controlling and very selfish, so any kind of thing I wanted to do, she made sure it was like destroyed for me. My siblings have a name for her, dream killer. It's horrible. I find masculinity to be associated with open-mindedness and accepting others for who they are and focusing on others. Okay. Oh my God, is that Ryan Forestier in the game? Wow, she never sees any playing time.
Where is she?
She's on the floor because we're up by 31 points in the fourth quarter. See? Right there.
Oh.
Oh, that's cool. She's always cheering on the team on the bench, and she finally gets to play a little bit of basketball. Hello, Iceland. I hear you guys got a lot of ice there.
I heard that you have a lot of green out there, and it's the opposite. Now, Greenland has more ice, and Iceland has more green.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
No,
That's what I heard. That's what I'm asking.
This clip is not real. It's AI generated. We're 54 miles away from our next neighbors, who are in Finland, the loneliest place in the world. Really?
Finland is the loneliest place in the world?
No, where they are in Iceland, apparently.
Oh.
They do seem to be from Iceland. Like, I can't read much of any of their things here. Miss Marple, Ollie for Folly, Das Original. So I guess he's got over 1 million views on this video that translates or that has German audiobooks. He does German audiobooks. His country says Portugal, but here he says he's from Iceland. So he's a real world traveler, this guy. Goodbye. God bless you too. All measurements are just attempts at the closest estimate. Really? Not ratios, though. So we get to see some bench players get some time here in the fourth quarter. That's exciting. Ryan Forestier drives the hoop. Nice move in the lane, but gets the ball stolen away from her. We give up a three-pointer, but I don't think Rutgers has any chance of coming all the way back, so I'm not too worried about that. Tony Rock's been to Iceland, the Smoky Bay. Stay off the moss. Keep that in mind if I ever go to the Smoky Bay in Iceland, which I almost certainly never will. Why not? Well, not a big traveler. Going to Boot Jack here for a little while. That's going to be a bit of a journey for me.
I'm going with you. We won't be alone.
Thanks, darling.
You're welcome.
Eric, what do you think of ENTJs and self-esteem issues? I have no opinion about it. I don't really know.
I think it's the same. I think they. So. I think they're tough on themselves. Like my cousin Caroline, her mother said to me, who is my cousin, her mom said to me that both Caroline and her brother Charlie were in a dance camp, and that Charlie was a natural dancer. He had natural flow and rhythm, whereas Caroline was not. She had to really work at it, but she loved it, so she kept with it. She was determined to do it, you know, but I don't doubt that there was some feelings of there. I wouldn't be surprised if there were some feelings of inadequacy, maybe, and her wanting to power through that.
Well, with TE Dom, SI Polar, they're really going to think that they can do anything they put their mind to, and that mind over body stuff in general.
Yeah. No. Charlie bit my finger.
That hurt, Charlie.
That was so good.
Yeah. I think everybody's seen that probably at this point in time.
Victoria, that's like a very human thing. I think it's hard for everyone. You know, like I suffer from self-doubt. Self-doubt is one of doubt in general in general is something that I really fucking have problems with. I'm wondering, like, I kind of want to talk to Dr. Ingram. Like, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I need a therapist.
Yeah, Dr. Ingram is a doctor who is there to prescribe medicine for
Yeah.
things, and what you're talking about is not really a
No,
medicine
I
thing.
just need to talk.
Well, maybe we can
No.
figure that out. Tony Rock, I don't roll like that. There's no way to do that by the chat, etc.
Because, like, in some ways, I feel like I revert to old habits and to, like, unhealthy patterns that I learned when I was, like, probably a teen. And I don't want to do that to you. Like, I'm 41. Like, I need to not do that.
Casey Jones says, I'm learning life doesn't necessarily get better or worse with age, but it expands in every direction, and that's okay. Yeah, well, sometimes it expands more in some directions than others. You know?
Right. Like, life is really focused on the car right now.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate because it's like, I want it to be out of our minds so badly. I want it to be over with.
Yeah.
We've spent so much time and money on it that, like, it should be done. Done with.
It should be done 5 times over.
Yeah, and it's just lingering. It really bums me out. Look, everyone does things that are not healthy. INFJs are so passive aggressive, it like kills people. It doesn't literally kill people, but it really pisses people off. Like, they don't trust. A lot of people, don't like INFJs because of that FE tool. Um, Tony Rock, I do want to preface that, or not preface because I already said it, but I do want to say that passive aggressiveness is not necessarily like an INFJ thing only.
I like how that's very TI of you to correct from prefacing to the fact because you already said it.
Yeah.
That's very TI.
Thanks.
65-39, 2:49 left in the game. And Casey Jones is about to eat a pack of hot dogs and a chocolate bar, but I'll balance it with an energy drink and a tiny can of Bush's baked beans. That sounds like a good meal, Casey Jones. Sounds like you got all your major food groups. Now it is 66-39. I wonder what the spread on this game was. Let's see.
I think you're great, Victoria. I'm like super happy that you're part of our Discord, both the one that reminds you of when streams are and like the one that I'm basically running.
The stars have never been brighter. God damn it. Stop. I don't want to see any of that. I'm just trying to figure out what the spread was on this game. I can just Google it. What was the spread in today's USC versus Rutgers women's basketball football game.
Oh, I'm glad.
Source did not return a spread for the women's game. Huh.
Is that not it? What it said?
This is for the men's game.
Oh.
Oh, 30.5. So that must make the bettors who bet on USC to cover the spread pretty mad, because if we hadn't put in all these backup players, we would easily have covered the spread. Now we probably won't cover the spread. We had the spread covered, and then they put in all these backup players. Well, that was interesting. That doesn't happen very often, that the AI thing can't figure out the answer, but I could figure it out easily enough like that. You know?
So, I wanna find out what animal your face most resembles. So there's this thing called physiognomy, and it says that your facial traits resemble that of certain animals, like, and they use Sarah's Jessica Parker as like one of like the most well-known one to look like an animal, like, because everyone says that she has a, I don't know, like this, I don't, and I'm not saying it to be mean now. I'm just saying what is said about her face and physiognomy or whatever, that she has a horse-shaped face, and it's because it's long. She has long features, very chiseled jaws, and yeah, like, you know.
Okay, well.
I want to see. I'm going to take a picture of you and ask Gemini.
Sure. You watched that physiognomy video too?
Yeah, I thought I was like not. I was like whatever. But then like I was like, you know what? I want to find out what mine is.
Where was yours?
A deer. I look like a deer. Oh, you're so cute.
Well, looks like Essie's going to the free throw line again. Oh no, we're just taking the ball inbounds. SC ball still. Now it's interesting to me because the spread was 30.5, and the score here is 29 points. Once again, Vegas is, oh, she just fell down and hit the floor hard. It's still in doubt. Shoot it, Brian, for SDA. Bang! 3-pointer. Now it is 71-39. So SC's up by 32 points. And Rutgers has the ball. Whether or not USC will cover the spread is still in doubt. Rutgers could score here, make it a 30-point game, for example. Oh, the Rutgers player passes the ball off the SC player, goes out of bounds. That's Mendez, I believe. She's got a Dr. Seuss haircut. I like it. I will say that. I think it's a good haircut.
I need to know.
Well, I mean, it's just so Dr. Seuss. Let me show everybody how Dr. Seuss it is.
That? I like it.
Yeah, I think it's cool.
It's fun. Like, I don't know. It's cute.
So here's the Dr. Seuss haircut for all of your viewing enjoyment. Oh, wait.
So apparently your nose has a fleshy tip and it's often considered a wealth bag in face reading, symbolizing the ability to accumulate resources or success later in life.
Wow.
So maybe it's your time to shine.
Maybe it is my time to shine. This guy kind of sounds like Burt Reynolds, or is it Billy Bob Thornton? I don't know if I sound like either of those people. 71-39 is still the score. Rutgers taking the ball in. Will USC cover the spread? That's the only question left in this game. Rutgers is going to try to do their best to score here. They don't get the score. SC grabs the rebound. It looks like SC is going to cover the spread, everybody. Favored by 12. Oh, I read 30.5. Well, we smashed the spread. We won by 32 points.
Yay! Good. I'm so glad. I'm so glad that Forrest got to play for a little bit.
And she got a 3-pointer.
Oh, she got a 3-pointer?
Yeah.
Nice job.
Good job for SCA. She looked pretty good, actually. She drove to the basket one time and looked pretty effective. All right. Well, I guess it's time to go to Bootjack.
Yes. So apparently, Eric, you and Sarah Jessica Parker have the same sort of facial features.
They're both horses.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Horses are beautiful.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me at all. So, all right. Goodbye, everybody. I'll see you later. Maybe later today. We'll see. I gotta go to the store and then I'll come back and maybe I'll take a little nap or something. Until later, hasta la vista.